So, all right, guys, again, welcome back. And so today, guys, my plan is to discuss very light thing in Linux because I'm trying to conduct this particular training in such a way that if you guys are very new in the Linux or maybe in the Python or maybe in the Red Hat technology, you can cop up the things, right? So whatever command I am running, even though if I running the gedit, I explain you the gedit is for text editor. If I explain you cat command, I explain you the how to use the cat command and what is the use of those things. But there are lots of basic commands in Red Hat that we haven't discussed yet, that these are very basic but we normally use a lot. For example, if you want to copy a directory, if you want to remove a file, if you want to use vi editor, path and absolute path, very basic core things is there. But again, in those basics also there's lots of tons of code concepts is there. Lots of guys are not aware about those concepts, even though it look like basic. But you guys know, in every session I keep on talking about that knowing the command is not important, how it been constructed it is very important. Because if you know how the command has been constructed, you will know the right meaning of the command, right? And all the myth that is there in the market, in the industry, you can figure out by yourself also, right? For example, the cat command that we have discussed, right? I explain you cat is not meant for or it is not the one who read the file. It is not the one who concatenate the file. Behind the scene, there is some other core concepts was there, right? So that was a detailed topic I already discussed, right? So like this one cat command, I've discussed ton more things in the same context, right? But before guys, I will um, go to the next topic for today. Very lightweight. I won't take a lot of time today. I have one announcement for you, and this is a very is announcement also. Plus, it is a very basic queries been asked to me. I've got tons of DM in my LinkedIn, my Insta also, from all of your students, guys. And mostly the main the question that has been asked, that what is the right track, right, where we can go to build our career or our goal, right? Which is the right path in the terms of technology, what should I do? Okay. So you know what they're saying, that should I go for some security world, right? Should I go for AI, artificial intelligence or data science? Should I go for maybe cloud computing? Should I go for big data world, analytics world? Where should I go? Maybe IoT programming, all those things, very common questions been asked. Okay. And you know what I feel, right? In the whole of my career, I've been work almost all the technology in the world, right? And it's not it is not only I worked, I expertise on almost all the technology, from mobile development to web development to languages to IoT to augmented reality, big data, AI, machine learning, deep learning, security world, networking, all the stuff I've worked a lot. And what my point is, my point of view is, and that is, there's one more small myth in the market, right? And this is a very common thing you will heard always from all of your seniors, your faculty members or instructors or teachers, right? They say just focus only in one thing. Either just focus only in Java language, or just focus on C language, right? Or just focus on just data science, or just focus on cloud computing, or on security. Just be focus in one specialization in one topic that is will help you for your career and for your goal. So guys, myth is, the right thing is, if you really want to do only a job, just if you're happy with your job, the typical job that everybody do, right? So what these guys are saying is absolute right. If you are just for being expertise only in one part, So you will get the job, that for sure, right? But that won't be your dream job. Okay, that won't be job that give you a fulfillment, that give you the satisfaction in your part, right? Maybe if you are good in Java, you get the job. Maybe initial 2 or 3 4 5 6 year, you get the promotions, and after it been saturated in the terms of promotion also, in the terms of salary increment also, in the terms of your learning also, right? So after 6 year, if you want to switch something in your life career, you won't able to do anything, right? Because everything has been saturated and you've been expertise only in one part. So what I'm trying to tell guys here is, if you really want to be known as a creator, it's not about creator. If you really want to do your dream job also, right job, technical job, right? I'm not talking about the support job that everybody is doing, or support engineer job, or just software development job, right? I'm talking about job where you will do some research, where you will involve in some project that are innovating something new, right? So I highly recommend guys, you should know almost all the new technology that is exist in the market, right? Because I believe if you really want to do some research, you want to really want to create something new, you really want to expertise to fulfill your goal, whatever you have, get the best job in the market in Google or maybe LinkedIn, Facebook, right? And maybe research job, or all those core job or COE jobs, right? Okay, you should good in almost all the things, because idea is idea is simple. If you really want to work on some product that is been created by some company, none of the product or none of the technology has been created by only one single thing. For example, if you want to create a product for the front end, you have to use mobile app or web app. You should know this, right? Maybe in the back end, they're collecting data and doing some analytics. Maybe they're using big data or something like this. Maybe for the prediction perspective, they are using artificial intelligence, machine learning, or deep learning. Or maybe your app is being connected with IoT to collect the data. Okay, maybe you have to host your application in the cloud computing, because this is your application you want to host somewhere. Okay, maybe because today's next generation technology is more about um, augmented reality with AI, all those things. So you should know also, maybe if you want augmented reality, I highly recommend. So my point is guys here, okay, it is a myth that one student can't be expertise in almost all the things, right? It is a myth, because I have seen lots of students that undergone those technical training under me. I've seen they learn all. I've seen they train all in all those technologies, and they expertise on all the technologies. Even though bigger one is DevOps, right? Because today's the world is not only about AI. They are talking about AI ops, right? So it's everything about DevOps, right? So so you should know all the technologies. And even though if you really want to go in security, right, again you should know all the base things, because idea is simple. If you want to do some hack, or you want to do some, you find some vulnerabilities, want to work on some security product, if you don't know cloud computing, if you don't know big data, how you secure it? Because security come in the last, right? You should know all in and out about the technology, right? So my point is guys over here is, right, it is a myth that you have to just focus in one thing, right? You should know everything, and anybody can be expertise in anything, in all the things, right? It will take some time, but it won't take a lot of time. The way the today's generation has the capabilities to learn and grasp the thing faster, right? So this is my say, right? So this is one question that has been asked, almost most of the guys, which field we should choose. I highly recommend guys. I've seen hundreds and thousands of students every year. Okay, they are doing this thing in almost all the technologies, right? It won't take a lot of time even, all right, and they are doing great. So they are the best one in the colleges, they are best one in the universities, the best one in the companies also, what wherever they are working on, right? The best one who are getting the promotions, and every year, every time they keep on promotion, they are happy with their jobs, because all every time they are doing some research and innovating new things, because they have idea of all the things, right? So that's what I recommend. Or that, and it's been proved one. It's not like this I'm recommending. I've seen the results, and from the result I'm talking about. Okay, this is one thing. And for this perspective, this is one of the perspective, right? We under IIEC also has taken some initiative, right? So we are normally conduct workshop in multiple cities across the India, okay, and sometimes in colleges also, okay. And what is the motto of that workshop is, that is a full day workshop, actually 1 day workshop, okay. And in this 1 day workshop we normally try to give the awareness to the students, try to tell them the myth that knowing only one thing won't help you, okay. You should know multiple things if you want to create something new, or not about new, right? Because not everybody want to create a new, sometime we also happy with the jobs. But if you really want to do a get the great job, right, get means great job, right? So you should know almost all the great technology in the market, and it's not only about knowing. The biggest term here is co-integrating, okay. For example, you should know Docker, you should know Python, you should know DevOps, you should know AI. And then after knowing this, how you integrate those things, you should know this, and how to come up with a new idea, new creation or new innovation by integrating those things. So what we our team is doing under IIC, we conduct multiple workshop, depend my upon my time everybody also. All right. So for example, last month I believe we conduct one great workshop in Jaipur. I think 1,000 plus participant was there, right? It's a one day workshop, right? And the in the one this 1 day workshop, right? These guys learn Linux. They are very new in technology. They learn Linux. In the 1 day they learn Python. In the 1 day they learn something about data science. In the 1 day they learn about computer vision. In the 1 day they learn about artificial intelligence, then Docker. And finally, after learning all those things, they have created one project. It's not like a normal project. It's a great project. For example, this is your operating system, right? This is your operating system. And 1 minute. And in this operating system, guys, if you want to log in, okay, you have to manually give the login and password. So what we can do, we can use our mobile phone, and from the mobile phone, we create a one program. All right, the program will take the live streaming of you from the mobile phone, and this streaming go inside. It is something like this. It is your mobile phone, right? And this mobile phone is connected to your VM, and your live streaming from the mobile phone go to VM. Inside the VM, it is collected by a Python program, and the Python program is being enabled with the AI, artificial intelligence, right? And this artificial intelligence we integrate with computer vision, where this program know my face. Okay, so it means what happened in the in we enable one security in Linux and say, if somebody know the root password, don't allow to log in. Okay, and this system has been enabled with my face. It's like a face recognition part, right? And if I come in the front of the system, then only it log in. Even though we don't have to come to the in the front of system camera, also we integrate with our remote device like mobile phone that can be work as a CCTV, right? So as soon as anybody come in the front of that particular mobile phone only, automatic this system will log in with the root account, or maybe system account was logged, it is unlocked. Okay, so my point is, guys, in just 1 day, right, you students first learn the thing basics from Linux to basic Python, the computer vision, AI, it's a little bit, because when I say AI, it's machine learning actually, and the Docker, and created this setup and create this project, right? And I know it looked like a surprise how it's possible in just in 1 day, but this is the thing, right? That's what I'm talking about. You guys are the genius, right? Right, the only thing is, right, somebody has to just to take those things, those obstacles have to remove from your mind, that you can't do. You require a lot of time, you require a lot of energy, a lot of fun, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of mentors you guys require. But it is not like this, right? If somebody give you proper guidance, in 1 day you can able to create big thing, right? So but technically, if you are doing graduation like BTech something, you have 4 year, right? Think in just in 4 year, how much you can do, right? Because in this 1 day I proved, and the workshop intention was to prove you, to your mind, not to prove me. I know my capability, right? But to prove your mind that you have that capability to do anything. That is the intention of that workshop. I We keep on conducting this workshop in normally in multiple cities and sometime in colleges also. So this one thing. So I highly recommend, if you really want to learn all those things, right, and just want to prove that in one day you can do lots of, you can create something new ideas also, right? So you can attend this workshop, and that is the time where we can meet, right? So you can meet me in person also in those workshop, right? And so I believe the two cities that is my final already, where this month I would be visiting, and one or two colleges also we have finalized where I am visiting. So we'll announce soon the city name and the college's name where you can register, and you can attend the workshop, right? And one more last thing, guys, the workshop is absolutely free of cost, guys. It's free, there is with no charges, free of cost. Okay. And this workshop is normally only meant for pursuing a student, right? Normally due to a lot of reasons we don't entertain the the corporate guys actually. It's free of cost, and after you're doing successful workshop, attending the workshop, you also get a participant certificate of this particular workshop, right, that we conduct under IIEC. Okay, so the announcement was about the workshop. We will soon announce the date and the cities and the colleges where I am visiting. Okay, as a person is like not like online, it is offline. I would be there, and my team would be there to assist you in all those integration. But thing is, we learn from the very basics, and the main intention is to prove your mind that you have a genius, right? And that was the main intention. If you thought that has been proved, then you don't require anybody, you don't require me also, right? You can do lots of charismas by yourself also, right? That is my main thing, right? So this is one announcement, and this is one fact that I'm talking about, guys. So please don't focus only in one technologies, because if you want to build anything using one technology, it is impossible. You can't create any product for the real world. You require multiple things if you want to create any multiple product, even though you require IoT also. Okay, because today's world is moving toward industry 4.0, right? Industry 4.0, right? And huge requirement in the market for industry 4.0. And if you go for industry 4.0, it means you should know artificial intelligence plus you should know IoT. And don't think like IoT is just for electronics guys, right? Anybody can do the IoT stuffs and take with the AI, right? So anybody can do it, maybe from CS background, mechanical background, BCA guys also. So, but this right now the biggest market in entire world, right? So it is right time to move, and for the industry 4.0, you should be going to AI plus IoT plus other stuff also, cloud computing, DevOps, all areas also, right? So please don't focus in one area. It is my recommendation. Otherwise, in the future, when you go ahead in a job and want to come back after 6 years or 7 years, there will be no path available. It will be harder for you to come back, and it's because it's the right time, because you are just doing your engineering, pursuing. So you can do this research. What I'm talking about, this is already tested, right? To to include in your life. You can see the result in some year, not in the year. I'm just saying some month, right? You can see the result. Okay, guys, so this is one announcement and one fact. Let's come to today's topic. Okay, so today's topic, guys, are very simple. Some very basics command we are discussing. Okay, so before I discuss the basic command, I have one question for everybody. The question is, what is the actual use of touch command? Okay, everybody know the use of touch command. Touch command is used to create a file, right? But I'm asking, that is not the actual use case actually. Okay, the actual use of touch command is what is the actual use of the touch command? Okay, so let me write this thing here. Let's see who can give the answer, right? So what is the actual use of touch command in Linux? One minute. So this is one thing, but otherwise technically till now, using the touch command we can create the file, but that is not the actual use case of the touch command. Okay, so this is one small question from where I would like to start. And what is actually used, I will definitely give you the answer in the upcoming class. but right now you have to figure out. Now second thing guys, let me show you. Dash command is just to create, for example, file. It's created, it's empty file, but it's not a right use case. We can see file created, but the right use case is different. Just go and find. Okay. Now next thing guys here is, if you want to create a file in Linux, we can use dash command. We can use cat command also to create the file, and by this command we can also fill the data in the file, the data in the field. Or we can also use gedit command to do the things. So those command you guys already know. But in this command guys, only gedit is a text editor. Cat command is not a text editor. Touch is not a text editor. So what is text editor? Text editor is the one who open the file and give you the way you can go to the file anywhere and change wherever you want to do. So till now, whatever command we have learned about the file, only gedit is the one that is your text editor. Okay, this is one thing. But the only challenge in the gedit is a graphical program. It means if anybody has done SSS to your system, you face issue if they want to edit your file, or if by chance most of the time in normal world, normal in the corporate world, okay, we use Linux operating system a lot, but none of the operating system normally has GUI. Rarely we seen the GUI. Sometimes we have, but rarely we have the GUI. Almost whatever we do in the Linux operating system, in the real industry, real server, we always do everything from the CLI. It means you will have this kind of screen. So what I'm doing, I'm doing Alt Control F3. You guys know this shortcut. It's a multi-user operating system. Okay, so normally we have this black screen, this called command line interface. Okay, this screen we have. And here if you want to create any file and you want to edit the file, you can't use cat, because with the cat we can append the file, but whatever content we have in the file we can't edit. So we have to use gedit. But if you use gedit, if you use gedit, it failed, because gedit require a GUI. So technically what I'm talking about guys, if you are working purely on the CLI, if you don't have the GUI and if you want to do text editor, you want a text editor, right? Then in the Linux we have very famous text editor for the CLI, and the name is VI. Okay, and that is very important. So in the now in the future perspective, whenever I use any text editor, I never use gedit or VI. Right, gedit or cat command, I always use VI. So VI is the great one. Everybody normally use the VI. So what can I do? I just use VI and use the file name. It will open for us. Okay, so this is one small thing. Let me open your document also guys. So because there are lots of things I would like to discuss today. Okay, this is one thing. Now next thing, if you open the VI, it open this file for you. It's a CLI command line editor. Now if you want to edit something, for example, if you type something, it won't type, right? Because why is not typing? Because like in your text editor in your GUI, right? If you want to edit anything in the GUI, one minute. Okay. So for example, if you want to do anything edit in the GUI, for example, let me open the text editor on my notepad in Windows. Okay, so in any GUI you have two different options available. One, you can see in the top, this is called a command options, where you can give, you want to save something, you want to print something, you want to undo, file editor, something like this. So in the GUI you have the mouse, and because of the mouse you can go in the top screen, right? And whatever you want to do, you can do it. You want to save the file, you can rename the file, all the things you can do. But if you want to type something, you will take your mouse down, hit enter there and start typing. It means in all in GUI, in the GUI text editor, you can use your mouse either for the control things or for the inserting thing. So control means you want to save the file, you want to rename the file, you want to undo something like this. Okay, or insert means you want to type something in the file. Okay, so in the GUI we can use the mouse. If you want to you want to type something, hit here, start typing. You want to do something, you can just go up and start doing something. But in the CLI, because in the CLI my mouse is not working, so we can't use the mouse here. My mouse is not working. Whatever you want to do, we have the command available. Okay, for example, if you want to insert something, right, we have the command called I. As soon as I put I, you can see in the last line there is no insert word here, but as soon as I put I press I, you can see insert come up. So technically in the VI, if you want to insert something, okay, you can't use the mouse, but for insert you have to press I. It is like this. You just in the graphical, you just press enter it by your mouse. It gives you option to insert. Similar in the VI, you can press I to insert. Now, if you whatever you want to edit, is it because it is text editor, you just go and start editing. But if you want to save, okay, because here mouse is not working, you have to go. For example, like in Notepad, what you do? Just take your mouse in the top where you reach in your control mode. Similarly, if you want to go to the control mode in the VI, you have to press escape key. So as you press escape key, you can see in the last you have insert a button here in insert mode here. It take you to the command mode or control mode. So if you want to go to insert mode, you have to press I. If you want to go to command mode, sorry, control mode, you can go for escape. And now you are in the control mode, you can have multiple commands. For example, if you want to save the file, you can press colon W. Colon W is a one, you can press save the file. But if whatever you type here, it shows you in the last. So in the last bottom, you can see colon W is there, okay, visible. So save. So you can see here this much lines in the word character has been written. So if you want to save something, first go to control mode, then column W, it saved the file. But you want to exit the file, again you should be in the control mode, then press colon Q, it exit the file. Then you come out from this screen, you come out from this file, and that's all. Your command line won't come up. Then again, if you want to open the file, but let me explain VI from the graphical, so you can easily screen is visible actually properly. Okay, so VI is a command line editor. You can open from any of the text editor. Okay, so let me open VI from here. VI high. Okay, so now one minute. I open the file again. Okay, right now you don't see any insert mode here. If you want to press I, insert, want to write anything, then you want to save and exit the file, you have to first press escape, then colon W for save and Q to exit. Okay, so you can in the one go you can save and exit both the things, right? So for colon W Q, if you press it, it save the file and it also exit the file. You can do some more thing about VI. For example, on the VI, I just don't want to edit anything. You can directly press colon Q to exit. But if, for example, if I open the file and I change something, lot of things in my file, and after I've edit a lot of things in the file, I realize I don't want to save. So you have two options. Either you can do undo, or you can exit the file without save. Normally, sometimes we do exit without save. But if you do, again press escape, then colon Q. Don't save it because you don't want to save whatever you changed. Okay, but if you do this, it failed. It gives some error here. Why? Because it is same thing happening in the graphical also. When you do a lot of things in a file, and if you try to exit directly, what they do? They fail. It's not fail actually. They're giving you a warning that whatever you're doing is not good. If you exit, don't save. It means if you exit intentionally, your data has been gone. I say yes, don't save. It means I'm coming out from this file intentionally. Same thing you have to do here. Just say you have to use exclamation symbol for don't save. So it means you have to use colon Q and say I would like to exit from this file intentionally or don't save or forcefully. You can use the symbol. It come out. Okay. So technically, if you want, if in this kind of scenario, if you edit something but you don't want to save and you want to come out, you can use this symbol. It exit you forcefully from the file. So these are the command mode. Let me show you some more. For example, this is the file. And right now, if you want to copy this line, for example, this is the one line. Let me give some more data here. So this is the one line. Okay. So if you want to copy, first you are insert mode, press escape, go to command mode. Take your mouse. You can see my mouse is highlighted or cursor is highlighted actually. Okay, in that line anywhere. And if you want to copy this file, you can use YY 2 times. YY. So internally, this file line will copy it. And wherever you want to paste, just go there and press P. P to paste. You want to paste here, P. Again, you want to paste P, 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 P. Right? So technically, if you want to save the line, sorry, copy the line, copy line, you just go to the line and press YY. And when to paste the line, go to that location and press P to paste. Even though if you have a requirement to paste this line 10 times, okay, so you can type 10P. See here, I want to paste the line 1 crore times, 10000P, 10,000 time I copy paste. It's little paste. Okay, so you can use this option also. So if you want to paste the file, right, number of times, if you want to paste the file, right, you can use NP, means 10P for 10 lines, something like this. You can give the number, then P. Similarly, if you want to undo, you can press U for undo, undo. Okay, so U is for undo. So guys, technically what, in the VI is a very famous editor, right? Even though I have a big book on the VI, hundreds and thousands of options they have. So whatever option you are looking for, just go to Google and search, I would like to delete the line. So they give the answer. Okay, but right now I'm just giving only those answers that we use very frequently in day-to-day life. So I'm just focusing only on those options that we use a lot. For example, if you want to delete this line, just go to this line, and if you want to delete, obviously you should be in the command mode always, right? Don't be in the insert mode, otherwise if you press YY, it won't copy. First go to your command mode by escape, and just go to that line, take your cursor and press DD. So if you press DD, it actually cut the line or remove the line. Cut means if you want to paste somewhere else, you can paste it also. For example, you want to delete this line, DD, and paste here, P, it paste here. So DD is a option to cut the line, or again P is to again paste. Okay, this is one more thing. Now let me save this file and come out. Even though if you want to save the file and come out, we have one more way. Instead you use :WQ, you can use X also, :X. Same thing, it will copy the file and exit. For example, let me write here my name. Okay, I would like to copy, so I would like to save and exit, you can use :X. So it copy and exit. So instead of, you can use :WQ, you can use :X also. Okay, so all the things I will share in your doc, don't worry. All right, from your doc you can get those things, right? Now some more advanced, little bit advanced, not actually such advanced, but lot of some more thing I would like to discuss about VI. For example, okay, in the VI you can see these lines, but there is no line number come ups, right? So sometimes line number helps, right? So for this you can use colon, then set space number. What this will do for you, it set the line number for you. Okay, so let me share this. So it set the line number. So it's not part of the file, but by this, having this, you can see, okay, which line number we have to edit and which line number we have the configuration keyword. So you can use set number to see the line number. And sometimes, guys, file is very big, and in the file number the exact line number where you want to go, right? Sometime you have, so what you can do, for example, you are in the for the 10,000 page and you want to go to line number 5, then again go to command mode, then you can use :5. So it will directly take you to the line number 5 of the file. Hit, you can see, guys, you will reach line number 5. For example, 20, you reach the line number 20. It is like this. Okay, so so you can use this one to do it. Even though you're not in the file, as soon as you open the file, you normally come in the first line of the file. Okay, but you have to work on the 10th line of the file or 100th line of the file. What can you do? In the VI you can pass the option +20. So it will automatically take you to 20 lines. You don't have to manually go. If you know the line number, you can just type +20. As soon as the file open, it take you to the line number 20 of the file. Okay, this is one thing. Some more thing here. For example, in the file, I've written my name multiple locations. For example, let me write my name here also. Okay, let me write my name here also. But if you have a requirement, if you want to search your name in the file, okay, so for this again you're in some mode, go to command mode, and for searching you can use back forward slash. So as soon as you write forward slash, it come up here. Normally in the document we use control F, but here we have to use forward slash, and just type what string or what pattern you want to search. Okay, as soon as you hit enter, wherever you have the Vimal, it goes there. Okay, see here it goes there. But if you want to do next, where the next Vimal is there, then you have to press N. Press N, so you can see you are on the bottom of the line. Then Vimal come up again here, right? Cards are highlighted. Then N. Okay, so this part again you can use. So if you want to search something, you can use backslash, write your word or pattern what you want to search, and if you have multiple words, you can press N to next, where the next thing come up. For the searching, you can use this particular word. You can use this, right? And one more thing, guys, I would like to recommend. VI is little bit older command. We have little bit advanced version of VI. It's called VIM. Okay, so they have some extra functionality, but typically whatever we use normally use, it is there available in the VI also. But if you use the VIM, it is little bit better in terms of looks and feel, right? So instead of VI, I prefer to use VIM. Okay, and if you open the file, for example, let me search Vimal again. You can see it real time it highlights. As soon as typing, you can see in the real time they are highlighting the thing. And if I press N, sorry, enter, they highlight everything in some color. So this is one of the good thing. Even though there's lots of other things also, but this is one of the great thing they have. Even though in the programming also, for example, everybody know basic programming here in Python now. Okay, so let me create one program. For example, x equals to 5, then print x, then we import one OS module. Very basic program I've written. So right now I'm doing some programming here. Let me write one more keyword here. All right, I've done one more programming here, part here. So right now, because VI to VI, it is not highlighting the color. Okay, maybe some keyword I mistakes, or maybe some of the right predefined keyword we have. But if I save and if I open this file with the VIM, it is better text editor. So if you see here, they highlight it. So by look at this, we can see, okay, yeah, import is a predefined keyword. This pin keyword is right, but this is not giving the color. It means either we have done some spelling mistake here. So by highlighting, it help us. Okay, we have done some spelling mistake. It help you. Okay, so so I highly suggest use the VIM. Even though we have one configuration file, you guys know yesterday we have discussed. Okay, for example, HTTPD. So if you go to HTTPD, it looks black and white color like this. But if you open with VIM, this file, okay, it looks a little bit colorful, right? By here we can see, okay, this is the keyword, this is the value, all the things. So it looks pretty better, right? To if by chance if you do any mistake, they might highlight with the color also. Okay, so I highly recommend to use VIM. Okay, and one more last thing, in the VI or VIM, we have one great option actually. The option is whenever you create a file with cat or gedit. Okay, understand one thing, guys. Cat vi gedit is a different command. For whatever file you create, it's stored in your hard disk. So it means if you create a file with vi, you can open with cat also. You can open with gedit also. It is not like this that you create a file with vi or you can't use any other editor. File is a file. You can create file from any other editor. You can open from any other editor or the commands, right? So this is one small thing. Next thing is next thing is, if you think the file that you are creating, it is very critical, and what you want is, due to any reason, if somebody comes to my laptop, they can't see the data. Okay, even though somebody log in my laptop with a root account also, because root have all the power, they can't see the data of that file. So what can you do? You can lock this file, and this locking is known as encrypt this file. typically in our world, typically in your world, normally you say just give lock this file with the password. But technically it is encrypting. What is encrypting? Maybe in the future in cryptography we might discuss. Okay, so vi has the option to lock your file. For this, for example, I'm going to create one new file, for example zz.txt, and we feel this file is very critical. Okay, so what can we do? We can give one option called x. So this is the option of vi hyphen x, or vim also you can use. What it do? It lock the file, it encrypt the file. For example, if I hit enter, I think it's plus x, not minus, I believe. 1 minute. Is x is small or caps? 1 minute. Hmm, 1 minute, guys. Actually, it is not supporting in VI. I think in the VIM it supports, right? Yes, VIM it is supporting, right? 1 minute. Okay. So yeah, normally in some version I've seen VI also the support, but yeah, it is not supporting the VI. It's supporting the VIM. Okay. For example, this file is very critical. For example, this would be my database having some important data, right? I can pass hyphen x to log this file or encrypt the file. Okay. So what happens, guys? If I hit enter, they say, do you want to continue? In the last, I say hit enter, yes. They ask for your encryption key, means your password. I just give some password here, again the same password, and now they're asking, it is again the same way. Whatever you put, you can put your credit card number, you can put your sensitive data, your password, whatever you want to fill like. Okay, and then save it same way, call it. The command is exactly same, but the difference is, guys, if you create this file with hyphen x option, right, what happened? This file is been logged. Now, due to any reason, anybody come to the system and copy this file in the pen drive, and from the other system, if you try to read the file with cat command or gedit, it shows like this. It shows like this. Even though somebody tried to read this file with vi, okay, they can't read the file, because when you read, they give the option something like this. The file is completely logged or encrypted. So you can put your secure data in this file with log. But if you want to unlock, again you can pass hyphen x. Okay, so if you open this, sorry, vim command, okay, hyphen x, it asks you to give the password, whatever we set initially, give it. Sorry guys, actually yeah, give it and it will unlock the file. Or even also, I think without x also vi do this for you. Even though without x also, if you go on vim, just give your password, it will open the file for you. Okay, so this is because this is the vim encryption. We can use vim, give the file name. As soon as you open, it asks you your password, whatever you have set, and read the data, edit the data, whatever you feel like, right? So that is one small thing. So vi has, again guys, lots of thousands of features they have, but what is the normal commonly used feature options I have discussed you. So from now onward, whatever we will discuss in this class, as a file perspective, we will use vi only. That's my main thing. One more thing, guys, small topic I would like to tell you over here is again, this is very important, basic topic, but it is very important. The topic is, okay, I think I already discussed you initially, but let me add some more point here. So if you want to store any data in your hard disk, so that your data permanent, you have to store somewhere in the file. But if you create any file, it would be somewhere in your folder, typically known as directory. Okay, and if you want to create directory, this directory would be somewhere in some other directory. If you want to create this directory would be in some other directory. It means what, there was some final directory, right? So some final directory should be there, right? So where every directory to be created. So in the Linux operating system, the final directory that you have, and under which we have all those directories, inside the directory we have file and data, the name of the directory is slash. And that is a reason slash is known as root directory or root folder of your Red Hat operating system. So whatever you have in your system, right, wherever you are in system, you are somewhere inside the root, inside the slash folder. Okay, so for example, right now I'm here. So if you are logged in a system, it means you are somewhere in some folder. And which folder you are in, you can use pwd command. It will tell you your present working directory. So this command show you that right now you are in the folder of root, and where this root folder is, root in slash folder. For example, let me create one folder with mkdir, for example a. Okay, this folder is created, you can use ls command. But if you want to go inside this folder, because this is the folder or directory, you can use cd to change it. Now previously you was in the root folder. Now where are you? So inside the root folder I have created slash a folder. Because this is a new folder, it's empty. Let me create one more folder b. Let me go in where I am in b folder. Let me create one more folder c, right, where I am in c folder. So technically guys, if you are in login in your system, you should be somewhere in some of the folder. It is not possible that you say I am logged in my system but I am not inside any other folder, in any of the folder. It won't be possible, right? And right now I am in the c folder, but where is b, where is c in b, where is b inside a, where is a inside root, where is root inside slash, and where is slash is the final absolute thing for us. Let me prove this, right? So for example, what I'm doing, so right now I'm in the c folder. If you want to do page, in the graphical you do normally up to go to the parent folder. So in the command line, if you want to do if you want to do up, you can use cd space double dot. So you will be go to your parent folder. Then I use cd double dot, you go to b. You use cd double dot, you go to root. If you do again do cd double dot, right, where you reached, let me share this screen, right, the slash. But if you do cd double dot, you would be there only, because slash is the absolute. There is nothing above on the top of the slash. It's what I'm trying to prove you guys. Every folder, every file would be somewhere inside the slash folder only. That is my one small thing, and that is a reason slash folder in your operating system are known as absolute folder or absolute directory. Okay, and whatever you create, it would be inside the slash. For example, in the slash we have folder called root, but you want to see how many folder we have in the slash. So directly in the slash we have this folder, and one of folder that we always be there in the root folder, in this folder. Okay, this is one thing. Now one more small thing, guys. A small thing. If you download anything from a browser, okay, so you can see all the downloads, everything inside graphically from this. Okay, so what I mean is by this, from the graphical, like from the Firefox browser, graphically, if you download any image, normally download in the download folder over here. This is the RPM we have downloaded in the last classes actually, is located here. If you have any pictures, it is downloaded here. For example, whenever I do screenshot, it is copies here. But so technically, what I'm trying to tell you guys here is, okay, again, if you talk about pictures or downloads, these are again some kind of folder. Okay, it means if I open my terminal, right now, right now you are into a folder called slash root, and if you do ls, you can see a folder called download. It means from the graphical also you can go to from the command also you can go to download folder. So technically this is the location where the download folder located, and whatever you see in this folder you can see from here. So what I'm trying to tell you guys here is, let me explain you in a minute. Okay, so technically I'm here, and whatever you see here you can see here. It means if you create any file like a hi.txt, from the command line where I'm creating the file inside the download folder, and this is the same download folder is visible here. It means whatever file you create, it will be visible here. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain you guys, a lot of guys sometimes think whatever you do in the CLI and whatever you do in the GUI is different. It's not like this, guys. GUI and CLI is a two different interfaces. Okay, so if you do something in the GUI, it stores somewhere in your hard disk in some folder, and if you do something in the CLI, it again if you are doing something inside same folder, it is visible, right? So technically GUI CLI is just a interface. It's just an interface, right? Whatever you do in your hard disk in file and folder, it is located in the same location where you have copied there, and the location where you copy those files are known as path. So technically, if if somebody want to ask what is the path of this folder, this is the path of this folder. Or other way also, if you don't know, or other way also, just in the wide screen of this graphical, do the right click, open the terminal, okay, and from here also you can find the path, that this is the location or this is the path where this folder located. Okay, so technically whatever you do in the GUI, it is should be somewhere in the slash then root. If you're doing some download thing, it would be in the download folder. Guys, understand one thing, in Linux, file and folder name command is case sensitive. Here D is capital, so if you use D small, it won't work. Okay, this is one small thing. Similarly, if you want to the CD-ROM, right, this is my CD-ROM, this again somewhere in my some folder, right? What is the path of the CD-ROM? You just open, right click, open the terminal, and from here you can see the path. It means this CD-ROM is inside this folder in the side root folder, this root is in the media folder, media in run folder. It means if you manually want to go to this folder, for example, right now you are here, and if you want to go to CD-ROM, right, what can you do? You can use CD slash first, okay, so where you reach here, then if you use run, where you reach here, okay, then you can use media, then you can use root, then you can use RHEL, where you again reach again your CD-ROM. Okay, so this way you can reach. But if you're doing this way, if you're going to some folder in this way, for example, you are in the run folder, then you go to media folder, then you go to this folder. These are known as absolute. These are known as relative path. Means I am already in the run, and inside the run, because we have the media, so we can directly write the media. But one more way you can go in this folder. The way is, instead of time multiple time, I can write CD and say do one thing. Just go to slash, then slash go to run, then go to media, then go to root, then go to this folder. So if you type any path or location something like this, okay, where this folder is inside this, where this inside this, where this inside this, and where is, this is slash. So if you give any folder location or path from the starting, from the slash, that is known as absolute path. Okay, and understand one thing, guys, let me tell you one more thing here, right? Let me go up, let me go up, let me go up, right? I'm here, technically according to the system I'm here, and if you want to go here root, if you directly write, if you directly write root here, it won't work, because what you are trying to say, because you are in the run, and inside the run you directly have the root folder, because we don't have a root folder here. Okay, what you have to tell, you tell I am inside the run folder, you have to first go to media, and inside the media you have to go to root. So what I'm doing inside the run, because we have a media folder, it's like graphical also, right? In the graphical you can't go directly inside some other folder, right? You have to first go inside one, then second and third, like something like this. So that's the reason it's called relative path. Okay, so my main intention, guys, is here to tell you, let me give one different example. Right now you are into A folder, means you are into root folder. If you want to go to A, you write A, then you want to go to B, then C, that I already created initially. Okay, technically I'm here. But if you want to go to A again, and if you directly write A, it won't work. If you write slash A, it again won't work, because my, if I CDA, it means you're talking that I am in this folder. In this folder, you have the A. We don't have. If I write slash A, it means this is a very common mistake everybody do. It means you're telling that in the slash folder you have the A. But if you go to slash, we don't have A there. So what you have to tell, you tell the exact location, right? Tell exact location. What in the slash you go, then root you go. Here we have the A. Here we have the A. Okay, like this. Then it will reach there. This is one of the way. It's called absolute path. Okay, so typical guys, you should know where your folder or a file, it is same concept for file also, where it's located. Accordingly you have to start with slash. But understand one thing, your operating system only know one folder. Wherever you are, you can reach there. Only one folder they know is slash folder. For example, right now I'm A. If I like to want to go to C, it won't go because they don't know where is C. You have to give the path where is C. Either go to B and C or from the here. But your system know only one path, right? Is slash. So wherever you are, if you want to go to slash, you can use cd slash. That's all. Okay, slash is the one folder that the operating system know. Wherever you are, you can directly reach to the slash folder. This is the one thing. And one more last thing, guys, I would like to tell you here is, okay, for example, you have right now, for example, you are into this folder. Okay, then you are into the A folder, then enter A, then B, then C. Technically, you are in this folder. Now, if you want from here, you want to go to other folder, but you should know the complete path. For example, you want to go to slash etc httpd control d. So right now you are into this folder. But before this folder, you was in this folder, right? So in the graphically we have option called back. Okay, so wherever you was before, take me there. So if you want to do back in a command line, you can use cd space hyphen. So this is the option that you can use for doing back. So wherever you was, it will take you there. So if you want to do back, you can use cd hyphen. If you want to do for example, you are right now here, you want to go up, means parent directory, you can use cd double dot. And uh, we have lots of concept where we require wherever you are, be there. Okay, right now I'm to B folder, be there. So current folder is denoted by dot. If you use dot, you won't go anywhere else, you would be there only. So dot represent your current folder, double dot represent your parent folder, hyphen represent hyphen represent the previous folder where you was. And similarly, one more syntax we have here called cd. When you only run cd, it takes you to this folder, always to this folder only. Okay, why? This folder is known as home directory of the user. So right now my username is root. So every user has their own home directory. The cd command is the one who take you to the home directory of the user. And what is a home directory is a one big concept. Very simple, but with one big concept. I have one 20-minute lecture on the home directory that we will discuss in the upcoming class. So don't worry about what is home directory. But technically, if you ever noticed, whenever you open your terminal, the folder where you reach always is always this one. And that the folder where you reach always, or directory where you reach always, are known as home directory. So what is home directory, what is used, we will discuss. So it means if you would be anywhere in any folder, and wherever want to, if you directly want to go to the home directory, just press cd, you again reach to the same location. So cd is a very common command we use a lot. Okay, so this is something about the path, absolute path or the relative path. This same concept for your files also. And if you notice, guys, one thing, when I typing something, cd slash run media run rel, I was typing very fast. Technically I'm not good in typing. Why is typing very fast? Because in the Linux we have the option, if you write r and if you press tab key, it auto complete. And if you want auto complete, it means you have two folder or more than two folder with the same name. So if you have to press tab one more time, you can see two name come up. Then you can guys u is unique name ru, then press tab, it auto complete. Then I type m, just press tab, and there's three name with the m, so I write me, tab is complete. Then I write ro, or maybe sometimes we don't know the folder name, what is there inside. So I can directly write tab two times because we have only one single folder. For example, inside the run, I don't know all the folder names, so I write tab two times. It show you all the folder inside the my run. I can write med tab, and now if I do tab, If you have only one single folder, it come up. If I again press tab, it come up. Okay, so tab is a one great feature. I suggest everybody should have used this. Tab means I'm talking about tab key that you have, and when you tap something, it will auto complete. It's called tab completion. Completion. Same thing, you can use the command line also, commands also. For example, you have one command called, for example, you have some command, let's start with DA. We don't know the full name, we forget the name. I press tab, it auto complete. But if you have some command with D, I don't know the all the command that start with D, I press tab two times, it shows I have one and one command. You want to see, I say yes, it show you the complete list. Keep on pressing enter, they show you all the command with D. And you want to come out, Q. For example, I have a command called user add. So I type US, I don't know for the command, I might forgot maybe. I press tab two times, it give you all the command that start with US. And by looking at the command, sometime we memorize, okay, yeah, these are the command I'm looking for, USR. Then I press tab two times, it show you all the command with user add. I know user add I'm looking for A. Then I press tab, because this is one single command for user add, it's come up. Okay, so I highly suggest, if you don't have a practice of tab, whenever run any command, whenever you run any, give the path of files or the folder, always use tab. It will be if it makes the things faster, it won't impact your mind much, because you don't have to memorize a lot of things, and it will never give the spelling mistakes. Otherwise, if you type manually, right, I've seen lots of technical guys, they keep on typing, right, it wastes the time, or it sometime by typing spelling mistake come up, but then tab there will be no spelling mistakes, right? So this is one small thing. And again, we have some command to remove the file, rm. For example, this is the directory I have, for example, dir1. Okay, if you want to remove this directory, but understand one thing, guys, if you ls, you won't see this directory created here. dir1 is not here, is not here, because where I am in this folder and where I created this directory in slash. So you have to first go to slash, and if you do ls, you can see this directory is here. Okay, you should know where you are created, and wherever you created, you can see there. Now if you want to remove this directory, you can use rmdir, remove directory, it remove the directory for you. Okay, similarly, I am going to create one more directory, for example, slash a. Inside a, I would like to create b. Inside b, I would like to create c. Then if you want to remove the directory, you can use rmdir a. But guys, this time what happened, it won't remove. So understand one thing, rmdir command only remove that directory that is empty. But if directory has some other directory or some file, it won't remove. Okay, even though frankly saying, guys, in the operating system world, we don't have any command, that remove a directory that is not empty. Okay, I'm again repeating, let me show you, this demo is very interesting. Okay, so for showing this demo, I like to open my some GUI. Okay, so what I'm saying, there is no command available anywhere in the world, in any operating system, where, or no program available where you can delete a directory that is not empty. So technically what I'm doing, I'm first going to this folder to show you some one demo. So I'm here in the same location. I'm going to create a folder called example A. You can see folder A created. I'm going inside A. So technically I'm inside A, and this folder is empty. You can see also from it is empty. I can go back, and you want to create something inside this folder. Let me use touch command, A, B, C, and D. I created multiple files. Either check from here, same thing, right? Okay, now I just go back. So whatever directory you want to remove, first go back, and if you use rmdir to delete this directory, okay, it won't delete. Okay, and understand one thing, guys, it sometimes good practice, due to I have some reason also for this, that always directory, guys, whatever directory name you have, always end with slash. Okay, it's very small thing, but whenever you know what happened actually technically, if you really work in some advanced server, So the core engineers or core administrators of Linux, right? So what they do, their main task is to keep on tuning the server, increasing performance. So over the chief engineers that in any of the company, the main role of the chief engineers are to doing the performance tuning. And there's lots of things we have to think for performance tuning, right? In 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 the technological world, right? Even the very less guys normally we found in the company who are doing the performance tuning kind of thing, right? So so even though if you go to any of the technological world, right, every company has their own some advanced training, advanced examination certifications, right? For example, if you talk about red hat, so red hat has one of the most complex examination called 442, that is talk about more performance tuning. Okay, so it is so complex that in the world very less guys is been registered in this examination, been passed, has passed this examination. Okay, but I'm glad to discuss, share with you that I was the first one in the world who passed this examination on Red Hat version 7. 8 days recently they launched. I'm talking about version 7. So I was the first one, not in the world actually. That was time I was the first one in the entire India, right? Who passed 442. This purely performance tuning examination on Red Hat 7. Okay, so in performance tuning, there are hundreds of different things we have to focus on. Very small bits also we have to think, right? And what I found, this is also very small thing that help you in performance tuning. Okay, so if you go to directory, give the directory name like this, it goes. Or if you go to directory inside a with slash, it also goes. But technically, right, the power that require in this directory is more. Power that required by system in this directory is very less comparative. Why I'm not talking those point right now, but so I highly recommend, whenever you go into directory, always, even though you don't write the slash also it will work, but if you write the slash, it is somehow very minute level, it will help you in performance, very minute level. So I have researched those things. So if you want in the future, I will have, we got a time, I will explain you those those research, but I suggest. Okay, so come to our main point. So technically if you want to delete the directory, first come out. I'm here, this is the directory, and if you use this command, it won't delete. So technically what I'm talking about right now, there is no command available in any of the operating system to delete directory that has some files or directory. So even though I know you guys know how to delete the directory from the GUI, so technically you know what happened whenever you delete any directory from the GUI. Technically they are not deleting the directory. What they're doing, they're going inside the directory, they're picking one file, they remove it, then picking second file, they remove it, picking third file to remove it. First internally they keep on removing one file and one file and then one file, and after directory completely empty, then they remove the directory with rmdr command. So there is no direct way to do it. Why? When I go for one topic called inode, I will discuss technically there why, but there is no way. Okay, so normally whatever directory you delete in the graphical, internally they are deleting the directory recursively, and same command we have in the command line rm. So I can say rm, go to this directory, pick first file, remove it, pick second file, remove it, is called recursive. And that is the reason I would like to show you this thing from the live perspective. So they go to this directory. So they said, I'm descending the directory, can I go? I say yes. I picked one file A, can I remove? You can see in the graphic also, can I remove A? Yes. Can I remove B? Yes. In the lifetime you can see, can I remove C? Yes. Can I remove D? Now directory empty, can I remove directory? Yes. So directory removed. So this is the way it works, guys. So all the graphical program internally they work in this way. The only challenge, guys, if your directory has hundreds of files, you to write ESCS multiple times. So what can you do? Let me explain this topic again. So what can you do? Okay, so if you have lots of folder and files, so if you don't want to type yes and yes again multiple times, okay, you can pass one option called F. F means forcefully. So don't ask me yes or no, directly remove it. But how can we know what they have done behind the scene? So let me show you this demo one more time. Let me create, sorry. Okay, so if you want to see what happened behind the scene, you can use command called v. Most of the commands support v, not all the command. V means verbose, means show me what is happening behind the scene. So they show me behind the scene they do all those operations. Okay, so this is a very common command. So whenever you want to delete a directory, there is no way, but typically we use this command. Okay, and every command guy, you know, we have the command, then we have some options, and then we have argument. Or we have multiple options, we can write in this way also. Or normally we write RVF, a normal very famous command. This way we write. Okay, so this is the concept of RM. And yeah, if you have a file, if you want to remove, you can use RM. You can actually remove the file. They always ask yes or no. I say yes. But if you don't want to delete, just press no. But if you want, they won't ask yes or no, I can use F forcefully. Without asking yes, it will remove for you. Okay, but you know what is happening behind the remove, what is happening behind the copy creating, this is the core topic for our training. So in the upcoming class I have very interesting discussion. I will discuss you what actually happened when you remove the file, what actually happened when you create the file. I will discuss with you. And same thing guys, if you want to copy the file, so for example I have this file a.txt. Okay, if you would like to copy the file, you can use cp. You want to copy the file in same location, you can type file name, it copied with the same content. But if you want to copy in any other location, you can type, for example, slash root slash a, or maybe slash folder called maybe slash root, for example. They copied there. So if you open the folder slash root, you can see this file copied here with the content. And the same location file was there, they will ask you for overwrite. And you can pass yes or no. Okay, but if you have a requirement, if you want to copy a directory, again same logic, there is no command available for copy the directory. Okay, but if you want to copy the directory, for example, this is the folder I have, say etc httpd. If you want to copy this folder, okay, so you can use copy. I would like to copy this folder, where to, for example, this folder, it won't allow. So again you use a recursive, and you want to see what is happening behind the scene, you can use v. So it just show you verbose, but recursively you have to copy, so you can show all the things what has happened, right? So if you want to copy the directory, you can use these options. Okay, so so same thing guys, I told you initially, there is a command called scp, you know, one system to other system we copy it, right? So again if you want to copy the file directory from one system to other system, like upload or download, again there also you can use r, have an scp, have an r. Okay, and one more last thing, there is a file we have. If you want to rename it, we can use mv, live date. For example, I would like to remove this live vvvv, so it rename it. So mv will work in two way. It also used in rename, same if you rename the same location, but technically mv is used to cut and copy, cut and paste. For example, this is the file you have, okay, my work, and you want to cut from here and to save some other location, for example slash, the file cut from here and the copied into the slash location. So mv is actually used for cut and paste, but if you do the mv on the same file in the same location, they actually do rename. So there is no command like rename technically, so mv is the one who also help you in the renaming. Okay, this is one thing. And one more last thing, if you have a folder, for example slash root, or maybe for example etc httpd conf, and you want to copy this folder in the location where you are. Okay, let me take this example. Technically I'm here, I'm here, 1 minute, I'm here. Okay, and you want to copy this folder. Okay, because this folder you have to use r, but you want to copy the folder in the same location where you are. There are two choices: either give the folder location name where you are right now, or because you already there in the folder, you can use dot. Okay, dot means your current folder. You can see this folder is being copied. Okay, so there's a use of dot actually, what I was talking about, cd dot, right? So dot is useful in this part. If you already there in that folder where you want to do some copy paste or do some operation, right, you can use dot also. Okay, some kind of pattern matching also we can use called regex. So we can keep on discussing, guys, as we go ahead. So lots of basic commands also we keep on adding. But for to kickstart the thing, so in the future you won't stuck in the basics command at least. So I took this class. So guys, tomorrow we have a great class, a very core to advanced class that will start from very basics about Docker. And for attending this class, you should have basic knowledge of Linux, basic about networking like server, like a web server. Or that's all I believe you guys already have. So see you guys tomorrow morning from Indian time, 9 a.m. to in the Docker class. And if you have any questions or queries, you can ask me. So I'm starting my chat box. Okay, so 1 minute please. So anybody has any query, you can ask me. And 1 minute, let me start my chat box. So guys, my chat box has been started. So anyone have any query, you can ask me. But my more main focus area for today is to give you a basic command. But understand one thing, guys, from the first classes, without having this command also, thing was working fine, not have so much issue we have faced. But I thought you should know this command. I picked those things, right? So guys, I started the chat box. Again, if chat box is not coming, refresh your page. Guys, if somebody Wi-Fi doesn't work, because every Wi-Fi has a different driver, so there's sometimes not common answer for this. Okay, I suggest please contact to your respective volunteer group. They will try to help you guys. Okay, otherwise there's no common issues. If Wi-Fi driver is not working, I suggest if it's not working, you can use net for a time. So in the connection setting we have net. So some time your at least internet will start in your VM I'm talking about. uh, Susmita, right now the Docker class would be public. Okay, this time. Okay, but maybe in main classes of the Docker when we start, it would private only for those guys who will attend the initial classes. Okay, the difference between CD dot and double dot and hyphen is CD hyphen is you take you to the previous path wherever you was. Okay, but CD hyphen always take you the parent folder. So whatever the parent folder you have, they take you there. How to copy multiple line from the file. So multiple line we can copy with for example 6yy, something like this. Something like that. For example, you right now you're in some position and from there you want to copy 5 lines, so press 5 then yy, it will copy 5 lines from there, and then paste p somewhere, it will paste all the things. It's something like that. How many command we can pipe? We can pipe unlimited command. There is no option, but the only difference is whatever command you're piping, the the second command would have options to input, and that command also has the option to output. So till the time all the commands give you input output, you can do it. So guys, don't run rm-r in slash. If you do rm-r slash, it remove your complete slash and everything is there in the slash, right? Your complete OS will gone. So don't use this. Where the password root user will say discuss, there one topic come up where we'll discuss about the password of the user. Okay, the encryption algorithm they use is they're using actually symmetric key, and in the symmetric key I think DS or I think DS something they're using. I'm not sure which algorithm they're using. So they're not actually the very powerful one. AES that they are not using, but basic symmetric algorithm of cryptography they are using in VM at least. But they have the options to upgrade to DS3 or maybe AES 250 something also. They have the option for this. Okay, So VLC is creating the problem. I suggest in the VLC, if you properly have the yum configured, I don't think so it conflict, because your system is my system is same, so it won't conflict. What kind of SLS provides security? Vishal, we will discuss about SLS. Yesterday I just explained you just to how to stop. I might take one small class of SLNX. There I will explain you what kind of security SLNX provide you. Okay, so I'm not able to install Docker. Guys, if in the Docker, if you are getting any error like permission denies something, okay, then again there was the issue of SLNX. You can use set enforce 0 to enable this, right? If the Docker is giving some permission denied error when launching, when starting the service also. Okay, yes, you can use Nano also. It is instead of Vim, but I prefer Vim. Vim have lots of features, right, and lots of integration they can do with your programming language also. So, but you can use Nano also. Nano also have CLI editor, but I suggest if you start working on Vim. Yes, you have guys Docker class tomorrow. So guys, if you forgot your root password in upcoming class, I will explain you how to break or reset your root password. I will discuss. Antivirus is different, Raghav, and firewall is different. Some company give both the things to one single product, but both have the different use cases. All right. No, right now 0 day we don't have any plan right now for AI, because I have my initial plan is to train you guys in RSS and Python. Even though I also started Docker, but right now in ISC Rise we don't have a plan for AI. Yes, we can install Docker in Windows. I'll show you how to install that one. But I just installed Docker in Reddit only. Okay. If guys OS is restricting to add user, just Pramveer, if you can share the error, so I will help you. What is the reason why they are failing? Right. By seeing the error, I might help you. So okay, so Weber, I suggest you must try to go and find the way how to decrypt the file uh, if it is encrypted. So there's one options available, but I suggest go to manual and just go and find. Right. That's so guys. Depends. We already taken the class how to install Docker. So just go through my last Sunday class of Docker, and you get the details how to install it. Okay. So that's all guys. See you tomorrow and on the Docker class. And good day. Take care. Bye. See you. Good day. Good night.